Hello, my name is Letty Gomez, and I am a participant of All Things Women. I've attended a couple of the retreats and have been working with your founder for the last week. And today I come to you as a contributor for this reflection on the core concept number 6, which reads, like Jesus encountering the Samaritan woman, we meet people where they are in the practical realities they face. And as I was praying for this, on this core concept, I was thinking, I had 3 thoughts. First, I do run a small women's group in my parish in Tracy, California. And there is nothing that brings me the most joy as not only gathering with the women that are already part of the group, but also seeing new faces and seeing new names come across my desk. Because it makes me think like our ministry is kind of like that meeting point, kind of like the well was for the Samaritan woman, how Jesus met her there. And I want to think that this ministry, those gatherings, are kind of like that well where Jesus will encounter our sisters in Christ. So, I think of maybe new beginnings, new chapters for these new women, and of course ongoing glory stories for all of us that are already meeting and have already met God's grace, as we were once that woman and continue to be that woman at the well that needs Jesus to meet us there at every day trial. The other thought that I was listening to a reflection from Fulton Sheen, and how he said that Jesus carried the 1, not the 99. And again, just that concept of meeting that one person, just being open to whoever the Lord puts in my path. And if the Lord desires for our encounter to be that encounter with Christ, then praise be to God, right? That we are not called to serve in multitudes, but individual and intentionally to those that the Lord puts in front of us every day in our different encounters, not just when they come to our events, but just everywhere, anywhere, meeting them in the reality of shopping, in the reality of school pickup, in the reality of waiting in the bank or at the DMV, right? So I was thinking of that one person that it's in front of us every moment. And the last thought that came through my mind was, when we meet people, to like never expect anything, right? Like never go with expectations. I have 3 children, 2 adults, and I remember always until this day, and even for myself, when someone we meet is different or just cross us in a different way that we weren't expecting, I always try to remind myself and my children to say, we don't know their story. We don't know their reality, right? Like we don't know what's behind that grin or that tear or that bad word that maybe was said to us. So to just meet people with joy, just to enjoy those encounters, even those that are difficult. So the challenge that I would love to have for myself and for all of you listening is that to allow those moments to be opportunities to serve those who the Lord puts in front of us. Maybe our prayer could be, Lord, help me to serve the person that you will put in front of me today. And sometimes we are so caught up in our own busyness, in our own to-dos, that we forget that our plan for the day might not be the plan that the Lord has for us. And I had a mentor that would always say, oh yeah, those beautiful divine interruptions, right? So let us see those opportunities when maybe our schedule is hijacked by something that was unexpected as a divine interruption. And maybe that is God's way of saying, serve the people in front of me, listen to the person in front of me. Maybe that's what that person needs, is for us to listen to that story or to hold that person, right? To encounter them in their everyday reality that sometimes our realities are so different. Not sometimes, always. Our realities are so different from each other. Our journeys are so different. So as we have been blessed to already have seen maybe at one point in our lives the goodness and the mercy of God to ourselves, may we rejoice in whatever the Lord has planned for ourselves, but also for those people that we encounter. And if we are able to be that middle person, that well where Jesus and this sister in Christ or whoever the Lord sends to our life, like, praise be to God. So thank you so much for listening, and I pray that this reflection helps you in your ongoing Lent journey, and may you have a blessed Holy Week.